Hey everyone, I would like to... Okay, hey guys, what's up? Today I'm going to be doing today's review. Now, if you're wondering about the prom review or any other reviews, I'm going to do these maybe in 2 to 3 weeks next... I don't know how long. Anyways, I decided why not to do the 5 short tables. A new short. So, don't mind that, that's my mobile. So, this is a review on this short. Now, this episode was kind of an okay episode. Okay, it's one now Grable does not talk about this actually episode. It's mostly focused. So yeah, it's more focused on Ice King's fanfic. Sorry. Then, as he put. Oh. Sorry, I need to do something real quick. If they... Oh yeah, that is surprising comments that actually has something else. It's totally not mine. Sorry, I gotta check comments about beloved people that actually need the support don't have okay, fine. Nothing, sorry about that, nothing, forget that last part I said. The Konami thing. Anyways, let's get on this week's review. Today's episode we're reviewing... Now, the tables is mostly for... The story starts where... Okay, after the Rule 63... intro, we get to know... Well, the story starts with... Ice King just telling a fanfic story as usual. Again! And we get to more... stuff happening lately. So yeah, it's mostly the weirdest thing working. Talk about this week. Now, basically, I think about so Ice King talks about the 5 fanfics. So then we go to Wednesday. However, this feels short to me. Okay, so yeah, there are the 5 short tables, anyways. First of all, Ice King. Before we get to Fiona and Kicks doing Flapjack weird acting, and decided I wanted to go with some acts on weirdness to say making. Okay, yeah, I know Flapjacks are basically good. Okay, they're a form of food art, but seriously, okay, to be honest, it's not really that dumb. It just feels a little bit off to me, in my opinion. Anyways, well, it's kind of weird that I had to do this review for this week, and yes, I had to deal with this. Anyways, more to the yeah, to be honest, the weirdest thing is that, okay, so we get to sorry, I'm fixing the perspective anyways. So firstly, we get to go to Prince Bubblegum, yeah, that guy. And if wondering, yes, and then play with that Cinnamon Bun long name. I don't want to go say his name mostly because, and we get a Rule 63 Cinnamon Bun. I don't want to say his full name because he's just saying it as long for as his name is really long. Anyways, after that, we are going with more lore. We get to see that he actually. That Rule 63 Cinnamon Bun actually won because he read the diary, plus that, and one of the chess pieces moved by itself, about 5 of it. It's kind of weird. Anyways, next up we go to the library. We get to see that library turtle and Flame Prince, the guy who I wonder if and that guy is just looking like, oh yeah, I look so hot. I look flaming hot. Now that guy. And yes, we get more jokes about, and then we get to note that he wants to go to the bathroom only. He's only here for a bathroom. Next up, we get to go to a far weird perspective on Ice Cube. Actually, sorry, wrong people. Far perspective from, well, again, Marcelina and the prank. We get more of that stuff again. This is what we get for the season, so don't ask. Oh, and yes, we're going to say this episode is revolving around all the team. So yeah, we get to a weird kind of hiding, trying to drink the serum, and then it's weird actually. And there we go with Ice Queens talking about fanfics within a fanfic. Like there's a fanfic within a fanfic within a fanfic. Yeah. And then we get another of this. And then it already ended. Oh, by the way, what was Fiona and Kate doing most of the time? They were mostly off screen more of the time. Most of the percentage have been taken up. So yeah, another Gender Swap episode. And basically also making a lot of pop culture references, which I'm gonna ask later. Anyways, after with fanfic, we go to Ice Queen and being like, "Oh, you guys," feeling kick, and then just immediately throws her back by using a flapjack sword that can reflect anything and not being like wobbly and just being sticky. Anyways. Oh, by the way, okay, let me give you some little pop culture references to this. First off, when Cake was shown to make pancakes, which she calls it flapjacks, which is actually another name for Pancake City. But, well, her voice actor, Rod Ray, actually did from the Misadventures of Flapjacks. Bubbles the Whale was the voice acted by the same lady. Was voice acted. She voiced also the whale, which actually hasn't worked. Yes, and the protagonist's name was Flapjack. Okay. Next up, when Bubblegum's dream, one of the weird research is that the painting that the scene where basically he's just looking like weirdly lied down, it's actually a reference to the painting from a 1781 an oil painting called The Nightmare, which is actually a painting, which more shows our dreams and depths. Okay, next one. The Gumball Ascent history also had summarized the same history, and the Diary of Young and is also a reference to the Diary of a Young Girl. That's a book reference to you. The Ice Queen story may be a reference to the theory. And last but not least, when Cake will throw the flakes on the Ice Queen's face. Yes, it was she said, the portrait of the author. Most likely a reference to the portrait of the author as a young man. Wow, that's a lot of artistry references, including a book reference too. Now, yes, it's another book. Now, yes. To be honest, yes, I want to know. Oh, this is actually, to be honest.
Let's make the Q a unit only to have.
By the way, sorry about that. I was just playing around with random Q stuff. If you want to know about the Q theory, I will also. It's something like this.
Let's make the cule a unit of measurement. One cule would be one level of abstraction away from the reality of a situation.
Okay.
For example, you ask me for a hamburger. At one cule, if you asked me for a hamburger and I gave you a raccoon. At two cules, if you asked me for a hamburger, but it turns out I don't really exist. Where I was originally standing, a picture of a hamburger rests on the ground. At three cules, you awake as a hamburger. You start screaming only to...
Okay, it's basically this weird. Okay, so the cube theory is more of a weird stuff. Weirdly reality and weirdness of reality. So yeah, that's a cube theory. So I'm not gonna go play a full cube theory. If you want to know about the cube theory, I will link in the description below about the cube theory on my YouTube channel. I'll be linking this video in the description below if you want to go see about what is a cube theory and yeah. So, oh yeah, I forgot to talk about the end of this episode. After Ice Cream finished the story, didn't go with 5 short Grable stuff, Elephant Colored Tables, and then a new story about it. Oh yeah, Q-Bird, sorry, I forgot to say. So yeah, Q-Bird just turns off the TV, and sadly, at least we get a Q-Bird in this episode. At least Q-Bird was in this episode, and, well, it's here to say, he was feeling depressed after he only seen tables, actually. Now, to be honest, this episode was an okay episode. At least this episode is the third Trendo Swap app, which actually still uses the... Yes, Finn and Jake do not appear in this episode. It's an okay episode. Finn and Cake is still gender version of Finn and Jake. We don't need to ask. And yes. Overall, I'm okay with this episode. It's not real bad. Well, I'll get this episode at least about... Oh, let's see. How am I gonna get this episode, actually? I haven't think I've thought about this. Okay, I'm gonna give it at least a 6 out of 10, at least. It's not really surprising at all. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching. Bye!